Welcome to the DraftKings Daily Fantasy Show. Today we're going to be switching it up, looking ahead to the Champions League quarterfinals. It's time to answer your Champions League questions that you sent in. So let's start with @SirPenman. Who do you think will win the Euros and who will be top scorer? I'm going to start off this one. I think England are going to win the Euros. I really fancy this after the other night's performance. And I think we look good and we've got a young and hungry squad. So sorry to batting guys, but you carry away.
Well, who's your top scorer then?
I think Vardy. I think Vardy's going to score a lot of goals.
He's saving all his goals that he's not scoring for Leicester now for the Euro.
Not just because he's had to see. I just like his pace, and I think it's been a long time since England. Michael Owen's been our last striker. I think has had that electrifying pace when he first come on the scene. So I think he's going to bring that pace in our team that we've missed for such a long time as well, and obviously the wingers as well. Sterling. I think he's got to play as well. So.
I'm going to go for a speed merchant too. I think France are going to win the tournament. Player for player, they've got a better squad than anyone else. You could have about 45. It could realistically.
The last few years in a few big competitions haven't really performed.
Well, they've got to the quarterfinals without really reaching their true potential. But well, no, not in terms of winning it, and that's what we're talking about here. But they've got a more settled squad than they've had in a very long time. Deschamps, of course, he's got that link from being the '98 World Cup winning coach and Euro 2000 winner. And you know, you've got players like Payet who only just forcing their way into the squad despite being in such great form. Top scorer is going to be Antoine Griezmann, who is going to be the player of the tournament in my view. Takes great free kicks as well.
Yeah.
I can't believe no one's mentioned Germany yet. They're the world champions. I know England beat them on Friday night, but I think everyone's getting a little bit ahead of themselves at the moment. And I think top scorer Thomas Muller. Like, why not again?
Yep.
Okay. And @Kathy Betty has tweeted in, with the Champions League quarterfinals being so tight, how do you pick out the top point scores?
I think you've got to go with the players you've relied on for most of the season. You've got to go for your Ronaldos, your Messis, Suarez's and people like that. They're going to score you the most points, even if they are costing you so much money. Yeah. And also look at players that are doing well in their domestic leagues right now. The form counts for so much when it comes to these games.
Right, this one's for me, guys. @bullets_dodging. Which player from the back in your day would be the first name on your DraftKings team sheet to win some moolah? My player would be David Ginola. I remember when he first came over, what a player he was. Winger, scored goals as well and also set up a lot of goals. He was like unbelievable when he first came over. Agreed?
Yeah, as you say, he's a wide attacking midfielder, so he'd have done great on DraftKings. He'd have got a lot of
He was
points.
good looking as well.
Yeah, exactly.
And he's flowing Barnet. It was beautiful, wasn't it?
Daily fantasy points for that.
He's not a massive fan of English cuisine though. He told me that when he first arrived at Newcastle, he took his family out for Sunday lunch, couldn't eat it. Then they went to the beach and he ran in the sea with his kids. Couldn't believe how cold it was and never went in again.
So you met him, did you?
Yeah, I've worked with him quite a few times.
Okay.
But a real gentleman. And of course he had that second spell in England where he did so well at Tottenham as well. He was PFA Player of the Year, wasn't he?
He was. And do you remember the goal he scored? I always remember this goal. I forget who it is against. It was in the FA Cup. Barnsley.
Yeah.
He took about 4 or 5 of their players, took the shirt off, and underneath was the six-pack also. Devastated. But what a player. So that's my pick, David Ginola. For more advice on daily fantasy sport, subscribe to the DraftKings UK channel.